Welcome to another episode of Dad's Rules with Kevin Belzer, and today I am joined by Melissa.
Yes, hi.
Belzer.
Best last name ever.
Yep, you used to have a guy's first name as your last name.
Yeah, they call me the girl with the 3 first names in school.
Melissa Ann with no E.
As we've
Paul.
determined.
Hey, at least I figured it out.
Yeah, no,
it only took me 30-some years.
It's fine.
I'm sure I knew.
You did.
I did. I
just don't use it, so it wasn't right there.
Yeah.
It's fine.
My bad.
It's all
Husband
good.
of the year.
It's fine.
So what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. More dad jokes?
Okay. All right. We'll start with
because
the dad's
they're
joke.
really ridiculous.
Well, some are. Some are like, I don't know about that one. All right. Well. Okay. All right. I was reading it to myself because I wanted to see if it made sense first.
Okay.
I had a vasectomy because I didn't want any kids. But when I got home, they were still there.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's just bad.
That's awful.
Here's another one. I told my psychologist I am scared of living in a tall building. He said it's only an apartment complex.
Okay.
Get it? Complex?
Complex.
But it's an apartment complex.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
I guess they're probably not as funny as if you have to explain them.
Maybe.
Another one. What do you call a Viking who doesn't draw much attention to himself?
I don't know.
Loki.
Oh my gosh.
Do you understand that one?
These are so terrible.
Well, Loki was a character on the show Viking. I didn't know if you knew that.
I don't know.
Here's another one. I hope Elon Musk never gets caught up in a scandal. Elongate would be really drawn out.
Oh, gosh. Elongate. That's a good one.
And one last one.
Okay. Thank goodness.
Please, you have to stop making police-related puns. Okay, I'll give it a rest.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, we were recording today at the Pod Studios, the podcast Pod Studios.
The Pod Studios.
Yes, we're in a pod right now.
We're in a pod.
We're being moved somewhere.
Yeah.
In the podcast studios of Westgate Exotic Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the background, the mic may actually catch the, I think the Corvette that's being pulled into the garage right now.
It's all good. And maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't, then cool. Then sorry you're not hearing it because it sounds really awesome.
It is pretty cool.
It sounds
it's very
awesome.
Ferrari-like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I guess there's a reason for that.
Yeah, there is. His cars are awesome.
Yep. So today, let's do a deck from Little Talk Best Self.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
You love the Little Talks.
Yeah, because they're big questions.
I don't know why. These are like grown-up people questions.
Well, again, we've established that you told me that it was 8 and a 10-year-old girl, and now it makes a lot more sense. They're very cerebral.
So you're saying if it was 8 to 10-year-old boy, they'd be really dumb questions.
Probably. And it's not an insult. It's just experience. So their level of mental whatever.
Shout out to Jacinda, who dropped me off an energy drink, a Alani New. I've never had one of these before.
I've never heard of it.
I'll let you sample it.
Okay.
As long as you don't backwash into it, because that's absolutely disgusting.
That's gross.
It is. That's why I'm saying please do not backwash
Yeah, but I don't even know why that needs
drink.
to be said. Gross. If you drink it the right way.
Because backwashing apparently is not a given to everybody.
Ugh.
Some people will like to claim ownership of it.
No.
So this one.
That's weird. It's a tiny can like the Celsius cans.
It is a tiny can packed with flavor.
Okay.
So it's really good.
We'll see.
Not a sponsor.
Okay, no.
Yet.
Right.
Anybody could be a sponsor.
Yeah.
All you have to do is hit me up.
Yep.
So here, try a sample of that.
Okay.
Also, when you catch the podcast that she's on, you'll see that I dump part of the can on myself when I open it.
That's a good one.
Thoughts?
That's good.
It's good.
Tastes
All right.
like not exactly like a pina colada flavor, but kind of. It's good. I like that one. That one's good.
Yep, I had to check the can real quick before I started drinking it to make sure it wasn't like a hard seltzer where I was going to be trashed.
That has a lot of caffeine. I don't know compared. Well, it's a smaller can, but
200 milligrams. Is that a lot?
I guess I don't know how much the bangs have.
Enough to make me wired and see inside the matrix.
Yeah, I guess.
So, little talk. The cards are random,
Okay.
hopes and dreams, likes and dislikes, reflections, self-expression, and emotional intelligence.
Likes and dislikes.
Likes and
For
dislikes.
100,
that
Kevin.
would be green. Looks like I only have one green card in here. You're planning a parent date. Where would you go and why? It's a question for a little toddler.
Yeah.
You're planning a parent date. Where would you go and why? So I guess you get to answer this as a 8 to 10-year-old is what we figured out.
I don't know. That's
Okay, so
I
here's
don't
how these cards
know.
work. So the little talk is supposed to be conversation starters with children.
right.
So this would be an adult asking the child, you're planning a parent date, where would you go and why?
But that could actually be funny if a child were actually asked that question.
My guess is that it would be a trampoline place for the parents.
Yeah, like they wouldn't think of, yes, that's probably what it would be.
Or it would be
Jump Street or whatever the Sky Zone, whatever the trampoline places are called near you.
iFly.
Maybe.
They'd have them go to iFly.
Maybe
That's
not.
where
I
you
don't know.
indoor skydive.
Yeah.
Could be the Odyssey, the aquarium in town.
Maybe.
Um,
The park. I don't know.
Grey Wolf Lodge.
Oh, Great Wolf. I would love to go
Indoor
to Great
water
Wolf.
park.
I want to go to Great Wolf Lodge.
I'm just saying that for the kids, they'd be go, well, I want my parents to have fun.
Let's go to Disneyland.
So I'm going to send my...
Well, it's a date. I guess it's not a vacation, but yeah, so it's like
they
a
would
night
send
out.
someplace that they go, well, I want them to have fun, because how fun is like to them, to their minds, how fun would be like a steak dinner.
No,
or
that would be boring.
lobster. That would be boring.
That'd be horrible.
They would send them someplace freaking awesome, like Dave and Buster's.
They want to go to Dave and Buster's or whatever main event or.
They're like, my
Fat
parents would have
Cats.
so much fun playing Area 51 and shooting zombies.
I still want us to get one of those stand-ups. That would just be so awesome. I still want one of those.
They could skee ball for hours. They can go
Maybe.
bowling. They could catch a movie.
I don't know what a kids like to. Maybe they want a
Fat
game
Cats.
truck these
Fat
days.
Cats is what I'm thinking.
Fat Cats, yeah.
Cats and main event.
Yeah, the same. They're the same like kind
Yeah,
of
all
thing.
those different things.
But
And then-
maybe like the
and
gamers.
then imagine, then they can take breaks and they can have pop and they can have French fries and pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
for a little kid.
yeah, I would think that they would want to like, I don't know, go eat candy and then have ice cream and then pizza.
We've actually
I
done
don't
that as
know.
grown-ups, though.
I know.
We've gone to Westgate, over by the Cardinal Stadium.
Yeah,
And they have the candy shop. What's it called? Sugar?
I think so.
It's either that or that's the name of a strip club.
No,
I think it's a candy shop, though.
I think that's the correct
They
title.
like to trick you
I know. I can't look it up.
Because there's a place called the Candy Store.
Yeah, no, we
in
aren't
town,
going to go
and
there.
That's
not
not
candy.
a candy. That's not candy. That's
But I think the place is
something
called
different.
Sugar,
I think it is called Sugar, actually.
And you
they
get
have
to,
a few
like-
of them around town.
and they have all like the vintage candies and stuff, which made it extra fun. That was fun.
They
That
would-
actually was fun.
I think they would basically get their parents,
Essentially,
essentially.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think that they would get, I should just leave that word out entirely. I don't know why I say the word basically, because I absolutely hate the word basically.
I know, but a
it
lot of people
slips in.
just say it. I don't know.
Anywho, I think
I
that
don't
they
judge.
would plan this whole day to where it's literally all sugars and carbs that their parents ingest all day, and then they're hyper.
See, some of these cards, even though our kids are man children, I think it would be fun to ask them, if you were going to take your mom and dad somewhere, what would you do?
Well, our oldest would say Cracker Barrel.
But that's, yeah, I guess if they're talking
He
about
would
food.
definitely
No,
say
that's
Cracker
true
Barrel.
because he would be thinking, let's go out to eat somewhere.
He would think Cracker Barrel for an activity.
I don't know if he would be able to come up with one. See, this
He would probably take us to a game store.
you think so?
Yep. Yeah, he'd want to go pick out games,
Yeah, that's
and
probably
then
true.
we'd go eat at Cracker Barrel. That would be
I could
the
imagine
date
that.
that he would plan for his parents to be that. The middle child,
He would take us
maybe-
to a driving experience. He'd want us to go to a
well,
driving
he
experience.
would do that or batting cage.
I don't know if he'd go batting cage
And
at
actually,
this point.
batting cage is a good grown-up activity anyway.
It is, but I think he would choose something car related.
Top golf. He may say top golf as well.
Oh, he might.
And then
Top golf is
and
the
then
bomb.
he does actually like
that.
fancier dinner, but he would probably go Maggiano's.
Probably.
He'd say that they would do either top golf, a batting cage, or a driving course, and then finish it off with Maggiano's. The youngest,
He would pick Chipotle.
Mom
He
and Dad are
might.
going to Chipotle.
He might. He
But what
likes
activity?
Chipotle.
What activity would he pick?
Boy, that's actually a head scratcher. I'm not sure what he would pick. Because he's pretty easygoing. So he's just like, whatever. I don't know. When we get home, we need to ask them. Say, okay, you're taking out Mom and Dad. You're picking a food and an activity. What are you picking? I want to know we're going to ask them that. I want their so we've got what we think, and then what they actually say. I am curious. Because they won't have obviously heard this yet, if they hear it ever, but.
Well, I've made these for them.
I know.
Whether they listen or not, hey, they may go, hey, it's Dad's rules, and I'm not following them.
What would Jackson? Maybe he'd want to go to a movie.
I think Jackson has actually listened to a few.
You think so?
Yeah, because he asked me where he could listen to them at.
Oh, he did. Interesting.
He wanted to know if Google had them.
Oh,
And Google does have them.
Oh,
Because you
cool.
can listen to the show on anywhere, and you can obviously watch it on YouTube.
cool.
And Spotify. You can watch the video on Spotify, too.
So what did we say he would pick for? Oh, Chipotle, I think probably.
Chipotle in for
Probably.
the activity.
And then I think maybe a movie.
Maybe he's a little bit more low-key. He may do movie.
I don't know if he'd pick something. He could possibly pick something like a Top Golf or a Fat Cats. I don't know. We're going to ask. I'm curious now. I'm just going to hand him things and go, okay, you're taking Mom and Dad out. What activity are we doing and what are we eating? I'm going to ask. I'm curious.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, because I am curious.
Me too. We have a little bit of swag on the table.
Yep.
Okay, so we have the trucker hat.
Yep.
The distressed trucker hat, which looks so ridiculous that I had to put it on the website because I was like, this looks good bad in a good way. I don't really know how to say it, but it looks weird. So I was like, okay, no, that's going up on the site because it's just
Wait, so they can buy it like that?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I posted it.
I thought you just this whole
Oh,
time you
no.
bought it just to see it. Oh, I didn't know that.
No, when it came in, I was like,
I didn't look that closely at it.
I was like, that is so weird. I'm throwing it on the website.
Okay, so just so you know, that is the image you're gonna get.
And if anybody wants one of my real estate hats, my Splash Program hats, I believe I put those up. I'll check before this airs, but I believe
had
I
some-
put that.
Excuse me.
I've done so many one-offs to try to figure out what I want on the site and what I don't. I'd have to check on that one. But I do know for sure the trucker cap's on there. I can put the Splash Program one on there too. That one's cool because it only comes in the one color, the Carolina blue, and I just
Yeah.
really like how it came out because
Yeah.
it matches my truck.
It's a great tone.
So I really like that one. And then I'm wearing one of the official Dad's Rules podcast t-shirts as
Yeah.
well. And this one's cool because there's a very tiny mini me on the back.
Yeah, which is funny. I don't know. We think it's funny.
I think it's hilarious. So I had to do that. So anyway, that's on
Yeah.
there as well. And then this is the color shirt I'm wearing on the cover of the next book. So I decided that I'd make it in that color as well.
Yeah, I like it.
So anyway, that's that on that. So we're going to wrap it up. If
Okay.
you guys liked the show, please review, leave feedback, comments, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Share it with your friends, enemies, and ambivalent people alike
That's always funny. I don't know why.
because I'm just a hilarious guy.
Yeah.
Until next time, go out and be the kick-ass adult I know you all can be.